Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a small issue. Now, this is not a very common issue and it most probably affects people who are from a very dry environment like myself. So over here, what happens is that the succulent tends to look very normal, but you will notice that there are going to be few dry leaves either on one side or probably one dry leaf in between of the rosette. I'm not talking about on the lower portion or on the crown area. This is somewhere in the center. Now, if you're wondering why does this happen, this is related with the underwatering, basically dehydration. Now, this is not a very common case, as I said. It is going to happen when you are keeping your succulents underwatered and it is being exposed to direct sunlight for 6 hours. And that's what exactly is happening to this agoides. I happened to forget to water this and it was getting a lot of direct sunlight. So in case if something like this happens, or if you're a person who tends to forget to water, the best thing is reduce the direct sunlight, but you have to still give a good amount of indirect bright light with a good amount of intensity. But if you are going to expose your succulents to 5 to 6 hours of direct morning sunlight, ensure that you are doing a balanced watering. Otherwise, it's going to end up like this. You can see the leaves are completely dried. They are completely turned brown. At the same time, you can see my soil mix is very, very dry. It's completely bone dry and I had forgotten to water it. Again, this pot was kept right at the back of the shelf, so I completely forgot about it. At times the soil looks like it's wet, but I don't realize that it has been some time that I haven't watered it. So my soil was completely dry. And let me try and pull out these leaves. You can see they are completely brown, very crisp. The leaves have become very crisp. This is related with the dryness when the succulent is being dehydrated and being exposed to direct sunlight. Do not be worried. This is nothing related with rot or this is nothing related with overwatering. In fact, it is completely opposite. It means that the succulent needs water. It is trying to absorb water from in between the leaves and hence it starts to give this appearance of drying of the leaves. This is nothing related with any kind of fungal attack or fungus. Please don't spray anything on the succulent. It will further damage it. So the best what you can do is I'll be going ahead and watering this succulent right away. When you have a situation like this, please don't mist the succulent because we have pulled out the dry leaf. Even though it is completely dry, there is going to be an open cut. We do not want to add water onto it. You can directly water into the soil. Now over here, we do not need to wait because you can see the soil has been dry for a very long time. I'm not very sure when was the last time I watered it. Other leaves are looking a little plump, but you can see the leaves are kind of curling inwards and there were a couple of dry leaves in the center. So I'm going ahead and doing a complete watering, that is until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Whenever your soil has been completely bone dry for a very long time, please do not do half watering. You have to do a complete watering, which means that the water has to pass from the drain hole. Now you can see it is going to take a couple of seconds for the soil to completely get moistened up because it has been dry for a long time. That's why you can see the water is still there inside the pot. It's not quickly draining out because it's kind of absorbing all that water into the dry soil. So it's taking a little bit of time for the water to pass through the drain hole, which will eventually happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the succulent over here with the water. I hope that this is completely going to soak up the soil. So this is one of the case, guys. Usually this is going to happen with people who are from a very dry environment. If you are facing this issue, then the best thing what you can do is you can put a green shade cloth. This will usually happen during the summer season because it's already very hot. There is a lot of warm air. Apart from that, dehydration and less of watering, this causes the browning of the leaves in the center. Now you can see the water has already started to pass through the drain hole, so I'm done with the complete watering. I do not need to water it more. Now where am I going to place this succulent? Again, of course, I'm going to place it back again to the direct sunlight where it is being placed, morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, because there is no damage to the succulent as such. It was only that the dry leaves happened to show up on the succulent. Other than that, the succulent is very healthy. The roots are very healthy. The soil mix is loose, porous, so I don't have to be worried. I can go ahead and put it back again in the same location and the succulent is going to do quite well. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.